Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me live and, of course, on the replay. Wherever you may be catching this, let me know you're here so that I can send you some love and, of course, answer any questions that you might have. My name is Cindy. I am a quantum numerologist and wealth activator, and I work with an organization that is passionate about helping you seize your personal power so that you can create more prosperity, land into your purpose, express that purpose, and open the mind to absolute possibility. So just like we can predict the weather, so too can we predict the energetic weather, the energetic influences we will be experiencing so that we can leverage those to our advantage in that seizing of our personal power. So this is a forecast, a quantum energy forecast for the week of September 20th, 2021, using the tools of quantum numerology and lunar cycles. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we have this beautiful full moon in Pisces, and I'm a Pisces, so definitely feeling the energy of that. Welcome to the deep, watery depths of your essence. The Pisces sign is all about that watery unknown of leaning into our emotions, of not really understanding everything that's happening, but the ability to feel it all. So we're experiencing lots of dreams. I dreamed of levitating crayons last night. Who knows what that was about? There was a lot of weird stuff happening in my sleep last night. So as we're leaning into this weekend, we're going to start feeling that full moon that lands on Monday in a 7 energy. And we'll be feeling that probably for a few days afterwards as well. Now, I am going to be coming live on Monday with a full moon forecast. So stay tuned for that. This forecast is not about the full moon, but I want to bring that to our attention right now because we're starting to feel it already. This full moon is very intense and it's going to rise up a lot of emotion and a lot of the mind. So the mind wants to kind of play around and try to figure out what's going on. And it's really important to understand that it's not our job to figure out what's going on, to just let the mind release, to allow whatever's rising up to rise up. If you need to cry, cry, don't judge it. If you need to move the body without judgment. If you need extra space, if you need time alone, or if you need time with others, let the mind accept that and do what you need to do that's right for you. Because this energy this week is really about that return to self, to really taking a leap of faith that simply by being alive, you are contributing to unity consciousness. Period. There's nothing you need to do. You do not need to work harder. You do not need to prove yourself. You do not need to do more, think more, be more. Simply by being alive in these times, you are contributing to the evolution of humanity into unity consciousness. Period. End of show. Just kidding. There's more to talk about. But as we land into that love of self, that deep understanding of who we really are at the core of our being, and understanding that that is our contribution to society, we can land into stability in that this coming week. So the beginning of the week, lots of emotions rising up, the release of a full moon, forgiveness, letting go of judgment, but allowing yourself to go into the depths of your emotions to see what's happening in there. The full moon illuminates everything that's going on, and Pisces allows us to see the emotional landscape of that. Now, it's important to understand emotions may be running high. The mind may be holding on to things and judging those emotions, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but recognizing it and bringing yourself back to the awareness of I am whole, I am complete, I love me. Come back into the space of the heart, recognize who you are, and then bring the mind along. I always like to think of the mind as a little 5-year-old boy in the playground who feels left out because all the girls are playing, and he wants to play, but he doesn't feel like he belongs. And so what does he do? He picks up rocks and he throws them at the girls. Now, if your mind is throwing rocks at you, we don't yell at the little 5-year-old. We don't throw rocks back at the 5-year-old. We go and we grab the 5-year-old's hand and we say, come along with me. Let's go build a sandcastle in the sandbox. We give the mind something else to focus on. So bring the mind into focus of who you are, of the fucking miracle that you are as a human being, of the power you hold in the essence of you. Let your mind focus there. Let the emotions rise up, knowing that you are not your emotions. You are experiencing a moment of whatever emotion that is, whether it be anger, frustration, or absolute bliss. You are not those emotions. You are experiencing a moment of them, and all of them belong. The anger belongs, the sadness belongs, the bliss belongs, all of it belongs. That's what unity is meant to be. Unity consciousness is not all rainbows and kittens and everything's wonderful. Shit still happens. We still experience the full plethora of what's possible for us in this possibility playground that is our body and our being. But when the mind attaches and judges, that's when it causes a problem. So when you notice the emotions rising up, recognize them. I see you. It's okay. You are allowed to be here. And then let it go. You are not your emotions. You are so much more. You are undescribable. You are limitless. You are power. You are a fucking miracle. Land into the stability of that knowing this week. Land into the understanding that what we see in our physical world is a direct reflection of the thoughts and the feelings that we experience day to day. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have a shitty day. You're allowed to have a shitty day. We all do. But the baseline of what you're thinking and feeling all week long is what's creating your physical reality, not the other way around. You're not at the whim of what's outside of you. So if you notice your thoughts going to doubt, insecurity, I don't know about this, what's happening in the world, bring it back. Bring it back into the heart. Remember that you're a fucking miracle. Say it to yourself over and over and over again. I love you. And remember that what you are creating in the internal landscape of you will be reflected in the external landscape, not the other way around. So it may be an emotional week in this 5 energy month that is all about breaking through to freedom. So free yourself, free your mind of judgment, allow yourself to feel all the feels. Dive into the depths of a Pisces full moon and love the fuck out of yourself. And when you do that, everything else in your world changes. Land into that. And if you don't believe that to be true, borrow mine, because I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power.